They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense.
King Harold, King's Club Casino, King's Club Roulette. So we made an experiment last night. Angel and I went to Shelbyville, and I'm going to show you what we did. Although it's not going to be a mystery, it's going to be things that you have seen, but this is what we did. And we decided that we were just going to go at it for about 3 hours and just see where we were. See. Okay, so what's the situation? And so we played red, black, red, red, black, black on the I block wheel with no zero coverage. And this is the result. We did play for 3 hours.
It's actually 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Okay, 2 hours and 20 minutes to be specific. I was going to round it up. What we did was we profited right at $100 an hour. After 2 hours and 20 minutes, we were up $302. We were both tired and said, "The heck with this," and called it a night. But we played exactly the following way. Now, the interesting twist to it is zeros came up 6 different times over the course of time. We had automatic 6 extra losses that we were going to have to make up for. Moreover, we also had a terrible win percentage. We won at 36% of our spins.
I think it was actually less, but it's.
I had it at about 36. Angel was estimating a little lower.
We had a series where we lost 7 straight a couple times.
Yes, and we never had a series where we won more than 4. Matter of fact, winning 2 and 3 in a row was uncommon. But showing the power of what we're doing, 2 hours and 20 minutes, we're plus $302. So that's what we did, and what we were playing was
the $3, 800.
And we're going to show you $5. The $5 beginning with a $25 reset off of a $2,400 buy-in. That's what we're going to show.
Yeah,
show
I mean,
today.
just because it's easier than doing the $3.
It's easier than doing 3. We were using the base limit, the base of the I block wheel, and we're going to continue to do that as we try to experiment with both simulations and live play. We're at the point now that we got to see the rubber hit the road on red, black, red, red, black, black, and every simulation shows good, but we do believe that there is a lost day out there, and so we're going to have to be prepared for that, and that's why you need a large bankroll and take in your buy-in, and you're perfectly accepting that we could have a day of loss, but we're not thinking about that right now. We're thinking about seeing where can we go with this. So at $5, we are at 0. Okay, so we're going to play red, black, red, red, black, black, reset the sequence and the amount when we get to the $25 milestone each time. So we're shooting for a $25, and we have a $5 bet on red. So we go to a $10 bet on black.
And the $25 milestone is $2,400 bankroll is what you need.
That's what you need. So we're back to start the series of 2 reds, $15.
And I upped it a little bit from what I said previously to Jetmac, is because we saw the 0. If we're not covering the zeros, we saw what could happen, and we need a little bit more space. It got dangerously into the abyss. We did get out of it, but I wouldn't want anyone to have to be there, puckered up doing that.
Saying the truth, there he is. The second of the black bets were at the $30 level. Beginning the sequence, we're at 35. Over to black for 40. Okay, so we busted through. This is a good point, and Angel has reset this for us. So we have busted through our $25, but our milestones are 25, 50, 75, 100. They don't ever change. And so we're at 40 now, so we don't go to 65. We're going to 50. We're going to reset at $5 at red. This is the way the Angel has put in the guardrails on this to protect us all. So watch carefully as we're doing it exactly as you know, but we busted through, we made our 40 bucks and over $15 over our 25, and we're very content with it. So now we want to proceed in an organized and managed way. So we're back at $5 on the first red bet. Our milestone is 50. We go to $10 on black. Trying to show how you make money even though you're losing more than you're winning. That's the whole point. So we go to 15 for 2 red bets. And we go to 20 on the second red bet. Always making sure that you're correct. And you guys are watching me, so you tell me when if I make a slip up. We have $25 on black. And we have $30 on black. We have 35 on red. We have
Hold on. So now you reset to 5.
yes,
You're at
because it
50.
was 50, right?
Yep.
And so that's why you need to have the help there, because I was thinking 25 again, so I was headed to 75. Angel knew what I was doing. So we reset. We made the 50. This is the second one, so now we're going to 75.
75, yep.
So here's the $5 bet on red. And $10 on black.
I wish we had this hit percentage last night. Holy moly.
Yeah, I mean, this is actually a fair percentage right now. Should be normal, but we didn't have it last night, but it didn't matter.
Yeah, it didn't.
$100 an hour is $100 an hour. So that was the first red bet for $15. Here's a 20. Now we have 2 black bets coming. 25. And 30. First red bet, 35. $40 on black.
In a second, it wasn't you were on the first red, I thought.
Yeah, I'm going black.
Oh, okay. The first. Oh, you restarted the series. I'm sorry.
No, I gotta go through.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still continuing. Just wrapped around. $40 on black. Now we have 2 red bets.
Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry.
All right. Besides, if I made a mistake, somebody will make a comment to me. They'll rewind it and look at it, and anything's possible because I'm thinking about a lot of things right now. So we got a $50 red bet. And now we go to black. Back on the first red bet. Now we have 2 red bets, 75. And 80. Two black bets coming up. 85. And 90. $95 on red. And 100 on black. And 105 on red. First of 2. And 110 on red. And 115 on red. Now 2 black bets. 120. And a black bet of 125. Pausing here at this rate, or the point. This happened last night too, and this is going to happen. You catch them where you're hitting them, and you catch them where you're missing them. But in the end, you bust right through to where we've exploded. We're past two spots now.
Yeah.
So the next place is 150. So we've gone to 135. Everybody has seen it. This is the way it goes. This is why you've got to stay calm about these things. It happened last night too, and you just keep playing. It works its way back. Here's 5 on red as we go to $150 profit line. And 10 on black. Two red bets.
The key is to have the necessary buy-in that you need.
And the patience, we're shooting for 150 right now.
There's those zeros.
So there is the $30 bet. I mean the $20 bet on red. Second red bet. We have 2 blacks coming up. We got 25 on black. So there's the 150 milestone. Made it a little bit better. No matter what has happened, we've played a short while and you're plus $150. Angel and I do have other commitments, but let's go ahead and run at least another cycle.
Yeah, one more cycle.
Okay, let's run one more cycle.
So now we're going to be $25 more, so 175.
Angel and I are going to try a double play, simultaneous play at the Shelbyville Casino tonight. It's going to be a pretty interesting thing to look at. So we're going to see how that turns out, and we'll report on that. So we're at $5 on red, new sequence, top of the sequence, first red bet, trying to get to 175. Here we go. So we go to $10 on black. And we have two red bets coming up at 15. And at 20. Two black bets at 25. And at 30. And this happens. Here's your streak again. Can't find your way through the darkness. Nothing but losses. It's roulette. It's tough. We've got the algorithm right here to survive it and play on. 35 on red, so we're going to 40 on black. So we're going to 45 on the first of two red bets. And 50 on the second red bet. And 55 on the first black bet. And 60 on the second black bet. And we're starting the sequence again at $65 on red. $65 on red. And there's your money. We blew through it again. We were going for 175. Now, the only thing I'll say, and Angel would be the first one to say this too, when we got to 150, if your goal is truly 175, you can call an audible. You can reset your bet to any amount. You don't have to bet the $65 there, because if you lose an immediate 65 and you're at 70 and then you're at 75, and you do go up. If you have an issue with when you get to the high numbers, if you can call an audible to keep your numbers lower, then go ahead and do that. But because this is your game. But this is red, black, black, black. You've seen it over and over again, day after day after day. And we've seen it in the casino too. And so at the I block, I'm going to let Angel make some closing comments here, because at the I block, what we saw is no different than what we just saw right now.
Yeah. We lost, like I said, we lost 7 in a row. We won 1 and lost 4, won 1 and lost 4. I mean, all kinds of things will happen at the I block. The zeros were hunting. We hit 0 and then lost, and then another 0 and then lost, and then finally won. I mean, the most important thing about this is you have to have the right amount of money, and that's why I'm re-clarifying that the I block minimum is $3. You need $800 to make your $15 minimum, your $15 reset. If you're playing with $5, you need $2,400, and so that gives you the space to go up and down and not to have, crazy. We did do 600 yesterday, and it was fine. We made it with 600, but I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I would wish that I would have, said it was going to be 800. I think 800 is a better number to give you that space. So you're not, because when you get, up there, it gets a little intense.
Because of the competitive nature of it. I didn't care if we lost 600 or not, but I care that we played exactly right. And we had a game plan. This is how we wanted to do it. We wanted to go with 600. We wanted me to observe and keep statistics, and we wanted Angel to play it. And we went right through it, beginning at 3, 6, 9, 12. You get to where you remember which numbers are on which colors, and it elevates even from a $3 bet. It elevates to $100 when a couple of zeros get thrown in, a few more losses, one win, and a few more losses. You eventually are at the $100 level. He did. He got there. He kept playing it, and he recovered it. And the same way that you saw here. So we're going to continue to show this. We're going to continue to discuss the holistic view of this. You can't miss any part of it. You got to have the right entry-level bet amount with the right buy-in amount. You've got to stay steady on your milestone amounts. You've got to stay steady on red, black, red, black, black. It is a zero tolerance kind of thing, and that's why I appreciate you guys out there in the kingdom, Bill and others who, Big William, that is, that point out, when I do stub a toe, because, well, it happens. So you try your best not to make any errors, because the errors are where it happens. I mean, you can even look at the tower right now, 5 blacks in a row, 4 reds in a row. You don't know how this thing comes up. I mean, we saw 35 blacks come up within 5 spins last night. The wheel produces what it produces. This is the toughest road game in the world, is going into a casino to try to win. The toughest game to play inside that casino is roulette. We are formulating the professional win game in their building. Last night, we must have seen 1,000 people come through that building. Every one of them lost. We saw no winner. Please tell me, Angel, was there a winner last night besides us?
No, we watched them all come and go.
They all come in, they all flat bet, just like Mickey Macy does, and they lose more bets than they win, and so they lose their money. You can watch anybody coming in and playing in a casino, and if they're flat betting, you can just go ahead and say, you're going to lose.
Well, and I still think that the key is the saying, like for this one, we were saying $25 and then reset. As we discussed, I mean, we have, different opinions about it, but the $25 is actually what you're saying is your session, the session cycle, I guess is what you would call it. So that's way below 15%, way below everything that you're doing. We had, I think we said we did 20 sessions yesterday.
That's right.
To make our 300.
That's right.
But
it doesn't matter how many it is.
It doesn't matter. It was $100 an hour. And that's really what I was looking for for you guys, is to say, can we make $100 an hour?
Your intermittent milestone goal is actually what is the control mechanism. That's your guardrail, and we actually have it set kind of high. If you're betting $5, we're not moving in this particular scenario. We're not moving until you get plus 25. Well, if we'd set it at 15, it's even lower yet. So it depends on what your appetite for it is, but each one is its own sequence. Each one is its own episode, so to speak, and its own session. And so you can, ultimately where we're going is, do you have 20 grand? Why don't you go in and play $25 right away? And why don't you set it at $100 as the resets, and make $500 and go home? There you got Joey Kanish, $500 a day. How's that sound? It's not too bad for a side hustle, because the whole thing about the full-blown professional thing is kind of what I do, because I don't have any kind of job other than what I'm doing here and what I'm doing in the casino. And this job here hardly pays anything, and so it's not a matter of money for this. Monetizing money through YouTube is nickels and pennies in a cap. But what we do in the casino does pay, and But that is an enjoyable thing to take money from the casino, since I don't even like being there. Angel saw it last night. I don't like being there. I don't like watching all those people lose all their money. And from the craps table to bubble craps to roulette to the roulette.
To the electronic blackjack, those guys.
Guys playing the electronic blackjack, the only thing they were missing was the handgun in their mouth. It's a complete ridiculous thing. A guy came over and put 10 $1 bills in the machine next to us
On zero.
and played zero and lost and got up and was cheering for 0-0, get in the zero. Okay, I mean, there's a chance, you know, it is iBlock, so it is a possibility, but it didn't work out. Big surprise. Continue to do all your homework, continue to ask the questions. Please like these sessions. Please subscribe if you're a new person. Please upgrade to King if you can do it. Do the things necessary to grow our community, and know that we're going to respond to everything that you guys ask, and whether they be emails or questions on the site. For the Angel, the King bids you adieu.